Hey guys, how is everybody doing? I'm feeling a little bit better, honey. Taking sugar away from a greedy girl is hard. I got a headache, but y'all, we're gonna get into this video because listen, I tried to tell y'all some time ago that it was being alleged that Porsha Williams, y'all know the Mary, she used to be Porshaguobadia. They said that she was creeping around with Future, and now we are hearing it on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Y'all, let's get into it.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh? Yes.
She don't miss nothing, got the scoop on lock, spilling all the.
I tried to tell y'all that word on the street was that Porsha was messing around with a whole bunch of different men. Now, I know when I told y'all, some of y'all, not y'all, but it'd be weird people that, visits the channel from time to time. And some people really think that folks really sit around and make videos simply because they don't like people. I got better things to do with my life. I make videos because it's a news channel, and I guess if y'all knew, y'all wouldn't watch the videos, right? But word on the street is that Porsha was not only messing around with Future, but it's a few men. Now, we've talked about it on this channel. But before we get into it, I'm going to bring up an article that I got from the Jasmine brand. Now, this is not like a Jasmine brand article, honey. It is any and everywhere. All you got to do is Google it. Porsha slams estranged husband Simon Guobadia over false and salacious accusations following claims that she had cheated on him with Future. Now, I don't have a bone in this fight. I don't really care how this goes, but I mean, I'm only telling y'all what the streets are saying with regards to this situation. Now, I know y'all gonna say Simon is a scammer and all of that. Okay, I guess if y'all say so. But the streets have said also that Porsha was cheating with Future, that she was cheating with Kelvin, that she was cheating with Dennis. And we can go look at the list. Those just the ones that I can remember. But word on the street is that Porsha was allegedly cheating anyways. And then when she came out and told us, that Simon had ED, it all kind of made sense. I said, well, maybe that's why she's cheating. I don't know. But this was an article that I just took from the Jasmine brand. And during this time, Simon had put out a list of men. In the list of men that he included, Future was one of the men. So Simon said that Porsha was allegedly cheating with Future. And, I guess he had proof that she was cheating with Future. And I had mentioned that before. I know we tend to forget because, hey, we have our own lives and things are happening. And who is going to remember that? But that's what y'all got me for, because I never forget. So the reason that I brought that up is because when you guys watched The Real Housewives of Atlanta, we saw that play out on the show. Now, if you guys remember, when they actually did the previews, they actually let Future's name fly. But if you guys were paying attention, you noticed in this particular episode, they actually cut it out. But we know exactly who they were talking about. And we're going to get into it because we know that Porsha was allegedly messing around with Future because Simon said it. But then we watch this right here.
Like, that's none of my business. That's cool. I was just saying
about the fact that you're dating.
I'm not dating. I don't even know.
I'm just saying we could throw
I never even
things
met
out all day.
again.
Okay, guys. Now, that was Future. You're dating Future. That is who she's referring to. And I wanted to bring up the article with regards to what Simon said, is because that's where it all came from. So Simon allegedly had text messages, information from her cell phone. So he had all of this information when he put that information out there. It was a bunch of men. Now, y'all got to go and read the detail. But the crazy part about this whole entire situation, prior to I had already been notified of that. And in all honesty, when I found out, I was like, oh, that's crazy. I mean, I'm not saying that it's okay to cheat, but I mean, one man, but it's like a whole bunch. But that is what I had been told. So when it came out, you know, that Simon said she was cheating around with all these different men, I was like, wow, that is exactly what I had been told. Now, I'm going to see if I can actually find it in this particular article, because the one that I pulled up actually is just specifically speaking of Future. But in the original documentation, Simon lists a bunch of different, it was a bunch of different men, and we can kind of get into it. Let me kind of share my screen here. But in this particular article that I'm reading from the Jasmine brand, this is when Simon alleged that Porsha was, you know, having some kind of relationship with Future. Of course, Porsha denied it and said that it was a lie. But it stated in recent court documents, and this was obtained by In Touch, attorneys for Porsha Williams wrote that simonguobadia attempted to cause harm pretty much to Porsha by making several false and salacious accusations against her and amid their ongoing divorce. And what they're saying is, they said, as previously covered, Simon demanded that Porsha Williams turn in text messages and conversations between her and multiple men, including the rapper Future, suggesting that she was unfaithful during their 1-year marriage and that she violated the terms of the prenup. So if y'all remember that, that was part of what Simon was alleging, that Porsha was messing around with Future, and he had the proof. Now, you know they're going to be going to court. Is it next week? Yeah, it's next week. So I'm wondering, is this going to come out, you know, in the court proceedings with regards to, you know, everything that is being alleged with regards to what Simon originally said. And that is why we are seeing Drew on this on the episode that just played, basically saying, girl, you was messing with Future while you're trying to out me for allegedly talking to somebody. What about you in Future?
If you say you're not dating black, that's none of my business. That's cool. I was just saying,
we can talk about the fact that you're dating.
And again, guys, they bleeped it out. The bleep was Future. Again, if you all remember the preview, in the preview, they actually let it run. In the preview, she actually said Future. So I would imagine with the legalities and everything, Future probably like, get my name up out of it. But in fact, Future's name is already there. His name are in the legal documents, because that is what Simon said. That, I mean, he got proof. I don't know what proof he got, but allegedly there is some proof. And this is not, it's not any new information, but I was surprised that it actually aired on the
She don't
episode.
miss nothing, got the scoop on